Alright, so this is a video about cleaning up the myLevel packages, making sure there's no duplicates in them, and just in general, like keeping a trimmed myLevel package, because when you get um, a lot of these old levels, they would utilize the myLevel package with assets that were basically being used in other levels, and so like all these levels were basically having duplicate assets because there's say a staircase or a window frame or whatever that was used in one level and it was duplicated to another level, and what do you know, now both levels have a duplicated uh, asset in their myLevel package. And the problem with that, several problems with that, is let's say you want to say there's something wrong with that asset. Say there's it's discovered to have a collision problem or whatever, and you want to fix that. Well, you have to fix it for each map, and that is a nightmare. It's much better to have the assets in their own packages, so if you need to make changes to that asset, it will update in all maps at the same time. Also, it just reduces in file space, and it also makes copying and duplicating buildings easier, because now those assets exist in packages, and all the levels will work pretty much out of the box on another blank level without having to copy assets from one myLevel package to another. Alright, so we're going to take a look here at, I usually start with statics, surprisingly, because once you do the statics, it's possible that a lot of textures get disappeared, or like also get converted once you do the statics. So what I do when I start doing this is I find a blank spot on the map that has no other statics. This little field here will do, and I add all the statics that I know for a fact are in other packages. Now, that takes some experience and some knowing, but sometimes it's obvious. Like here, we got a flat boundary. If this exists in a package, then it shouldn't, because this is a very specific level thing, and it's not like it was hard to make or hard to fix, and it shouldn't really be reused. Each level, if it has something like this, it should probably make its own, because each level is different with its texture scaling on the terrain and different terrain textures, so on and so forth. So this I know to skip, but I know Bright Window 4 exists in a package, so we're going to add this. First I'm going to turn down my grid, and I'm just going to add it right there. I know this exists in a package, and what I do is I make sure I can see them, so I'll drag this up, and I'll just start adding all of these. These do not exist in packages, and they shouldn't. In fact, I really don't want the level to be using these. So I'm going to put them to the side. And later find out where those are being used and why. This can take an hour or two, so this is going to be a long video, but see this, I definitely don't know it exists in a DH package, but it might be an RO asset, but I don't know, I just have a feeling, I doubt it. So this is something that can stay in the myLevel for now. Later, if we want to, we can actually move it to an official package, but it does look like it needs some cleaning up. Because it looks like it was made in the editor. Yeah, this is made in the editor, or improperly made. For instance, it's got some faces that need to be removed. Like, there's no reason to have the bottom faces, and no reason to have these inner faces. So the triangles at 408 could be probably reduced down to easily about 220, or sorry, 320. Maybe a little bit higher actually, like 360. Anyways, so I'm just gonna leave that there. This also, and let's see what else. This I know is somewhere in one of these packages. A lot of roofs. A lot of roofs. I need a bigger field. Alright, so there's something wrong with the stairs static. I've done this many times, so I know exactly what's going on. Some other statics will do it as well, but this one I always know it does it. Why it does it, I couldn't tell you, but it does it. So when you add it, if you look, I'm in the myLevel package. Stairs 1. I right-clicked and I hit add myLevel house stairs. Well, it doesn't add myLevel house stairs. It adds the DH buildings MISC stairs one for some unknown reason. I still to this day don't know why it does it, but it does. So what you have to do is once you add it, you have to click in here and hit use, and then it changes it back to the myLevel one. And that's important because you're about to see. Let's see, stair wall. See, I did it here for this one as well, and I'm gonna go and confirm that I'm doing it right in a minute, anyways. But just so you know, like it's not perfect. It does have bugs when you add stuff. Ooh, what the hell is this from? This looks familiar. It's old water though. I don't think we use it anymore. So I'm just gonna do this. Okay. So now it's time. So these are all the statics I think we can move out of the myLevel package, which is gonna. A lot of these are using, especially the roofs, are using myLevel. Oh, I was wrong. There's actually not a lot of stuff using. There's a little bit right here. Using myLevel textures. So I don't know. It may or may not reduce the number of myLevel textures down. But I know we can get rid of these two. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one. This one needs to go for sure. I don't know about that one. That looks new. I might actually, that's a good concrete texture. I might move that to a official package if it's not. What the hell? There's duplicates inside the myLevel package too. So there's two of these textures. This one and this one. All right, so that is from RO, and that must be my doing because way back in the day, this wasn't like green enough or dark enough or something, so I changed it. That was kind of a no-no, my fault, but you know, you gotta learn some way. We have a loading screen and a loading screen. Texture and texture. Why are there two textures? What the hell? One must be being used as like a preview, and the other one's a loading screen. Interesting. No reason to do that, by the way. Well, I'll go over that later. Because you're gonna probably I'll have to show you how to make overviews. Wait, I did do that. I do have a video on how to make overviews. Anyways, this is definitely a duplicate. That's a duplicate, and all these. And wow, you already made the overview. And it looks kind of like an official one. That's hilarious. Let's see. Alright, so all these are duplicates as well. Alright, so let's get started on actually doing the work here. So I'm going to close this out because I don't need it open right now. The first thing I want to do is start somewhere. I'm going to start on the roofs. And the roofs are a little funky because they're the most difficult thing because I don't know all the roofs that well. And sometimes they're hard to tell apart, like which one's which, you know. So I'm going to open DH buildings. I'm going to load the entire package. I'm going to make it smaller. There. All right. I want to know the name of the roof. That sometimes helps. So I'm going to open the roofs. And we have Norm Roof 1, which might be Snow Roof 1. No, incorrect. Main Roof 1. Nope, that's not it either. So sometimes it takes a little finesse, and you have to just kind of look through them and figure out which is which. One thing that helps is I remember fixing this, that UV problem right there. I don't know if you can see that. I remember fixing that in 3ds Max, and that. So I know it's one of these roofs that I've worked on, and obviously this one's not it. This one could be it, because like I said, I added these as well to prevent I don't know, invisible parts on the roof. So what I need to do here is duplicate this. So now I have 2 of them, and I'm just gonna convert this one, just one, to this roof here and see if it's the same same like geometry. Okay, no, it's not. I saw it get smaller, so that's obviously not the right one. So I'm gonna duplicate it again and keep looking. Obviously not the right one. Not the right one. Definitely not the right one. Nope. Maybe I was right on roof 1 the first time. I should trust my instincts more. Here we go. Wait, what? What? Oh, I didn't see this slide. Yeah, obviously not it. Let's see. If this roof doesn't exist, I'm going to be upset. Which, I'm running out of space here. It might not exist. Oh my gosh. Let's see. How does this roof not exist? It's got to be somewhere. I've seen this roof before, and I've even fixed this roof before. Maybe it's not in DH buildings. It might be in a structured deco thing. Oh, here we go. Yeah, there it is. I think. I hope. It's named the same. It looks the same. And it does have fixed UVs, but where the hell are the... I didn't do the bottom part. Anyways. Let's see here. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so that's the right one. And I'm going to select it now. And I'm going to right click, go to select all matching static meshes. And that's going to select 4 of them. And then I'm just going to click in here and hit use. And that just changed all the variants of the all the ones in the level 2 from the myLevel package 1 to the DH structure deco SM right here, this package, and change them. So now I can hit I can delete this one that's floating, and now I save. Always save after each one, or you crash, and crash you will. Alright, so now I need to pick another one. I'm gonna pick this one, which actually, since I got this structure deco SM package open already, I'm gonna pick ones that are in here. For instance, this roof 1, I think it's this one right here. Nope. Yeah, I got that one, that one. I had another roof here. All right, well, let's see. We'll do this one first. Roof 3. Looks the same. I always like to confirm on roofs. Yep, that is confirmed. Alright, you got 3 of them in the level, and I'm now converting it out of the myLevel and making it. Alright, next one. Take this one. Roof 4. We don't have roof 4. I don't have roof 4 per se. Not here, at least. Did I load this entire package? Alright. Make sure I don't have it in here. That's just renamed or something stupid. Alright, so I don't have it per se. At least not here. It could be under here, but it might look different, which is a problem. Yeah, because what I did just to make it easier to port Po2 and whatever is I came up with a whole nother group inside this structure called Po2 that has all the assets, because there's a lot here, and I just kind of wanted to make it easy for people to convert it. So here are the blue roofs, but you notice there's a different texture on them, so that's going to be a problem. So here's roof 4. I'm going to go ahead and just convert it how it is here, which will mean that the roof texture will be different, but that might be the case anyways on other roofs, because there may be a roof that you have on here that's not skinned, and I convert it to a snow roof. Be aware of that. So after I'm done with this, I have to go back over here and look to see if I've gotten any weird things modified on the roofs. Anyways, so I'm pretty sure this is the right one here. Just to confirm that the geometry wasn't changed, I'm going to duplicate it and get a good look at it, and then convert it. Okay, I didn't see any geometry changes, but the texture did change, but that's okay. I'm just going to go ahead and select all. You only have 1 in the level anyways, so it's not going to be that hard to fix or whatever, so I'm not too worried about it. And then where'd I go here? I'm lost. Okay, there it is. Alright, this one's called Roof Blue in Windowed. Go back to here. Here it is. Done. Let's see, a slate. Might be called patch. Yep. Blue roof blue window. There it is. The nice thing about these assets versus the ones in the group Po2 that I added, they all use the correct textures and the same textures. Meaning, like, if you use ones in here versus ones in here, they're not using different textures. So really, they're of little significant or little like consequence between using the ones out here and the ones in there. This is actually a uh, DH buildings thing, so I'm going to try this one first. Roof edge. Roof edge. I don't think I have that in here. So like for instance, I was saying they don't. So this roof texture here, if we went in this, or like let's say this wall texture actually is a better example. This wall texture is in fact used by things in here, but it's the same one in the same package and everything. So there's no duplicates that I'm aware of. I'm pretty sure I did it right. So what was this thing called? Roof edge. So we're gonna go to R, see if it's called the same. Roof edge. There it is, and it looks the same. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and change it. I already have them selected. Bam. Wait a minute. Was that set to myLevel? I didn't look. Guess we'll find out. This is a DH packet, a DH buildings thing, I'm pretty sure. And one thing I like to do is use the new one that I improved on, sort of improved on. I capped it, and I also changed the UVing on it. So the UVing is actually less repetitive, but in a way it actually looks more repetitive, so that's kind of a problem. But it's capped, so you don't see any invisible surfaces on them, which can be annoying if you can ever spot that, if they're not used properly. So what I do here is I go to select, matching static meshes, you have 19 of them, hit use, done, move on. Alright, I'm going to save. Alright, now that we're in DH building packages, just so I don't have to change back and forth, I'm going to do the staircase. There we go, staircase done. Staircase is very important. That's one of the most important ones to do because all the ones in the myLevel package have a terrible collision on them, and so like when the player tries to run up the stairs, if he gets near the edge, he'll slide back down because of this stupid ass thing. So the official one has a custom, I built it myself, but a collision mesh that doesn't allow that, and it's much smoother and it's much more intuitive to a player, and it's so much better. And this staircase is used on almost every single map. Okay, so this gray bordering, that's also a DH package. It's under Windows, and it's called somewhere. Is it? Yeah, that's it. So yes, it helps to know where all these things are, which is why I volunteered to do this for you. And just for everybody else to understand, like, I pretty much had to do this on every single level, and I kind of got lazy, and I've skipped a few official levels, and so they're still set up this way. So this could be something that if you learn how to do, you could help out with, because there's still official levels that are using myLevel assets that I never get to fix. Not that it's like completely 100% dire that it's done, but it's definitely something that should be done because, well, it reduces file space, makes it easier to fix things, and so on and so forth. So I'm trying to find this window, and I can't ever remember where this window's at. One of the problems of this window is I can never remember where the hell it's at. Architecture? Nope. Disk. Ah, there it is. Aha. Alright, so this is the new one. It's got better UVing and better texture, really. It's just all around a better thing. It's not perfect, though. I made it, so it's not that great, but it's better than whatever the crap this is. Alright, so I'm just going to replace this. Hit use. There we go. Here we are. I think the sheds exist somewhere, but I could be wrong. wasn't the right shed. Let's try outdoor. Yeah, see, I don't remember everything. I don't come across this shed a lot, so it's not like I know where it's at. Doubt it's in here. Yeah, it's not in there. Maybe the shed doesn't exist. For now, I'm just gonna skip that shed because I have a feeling it doesn't exist. But I'll move it over here next to those hedges. All right, so I think we're back out of nope, this roof. Shit, I can't remember where this roof exists. Maybe it doesn't. Roof, big, more simple. I swear I added that to the package finally. It took me forever. Or maybe I didn't because the damn thing is a nightmare texture-wise. Like, it has like 50 texture slots to it, and that is like unneeded craziness. We got a wall here, chimneys, doorways, and these are all PO2 assets. So we're gonna go here. This thing's called stair wall. So maybe it's under building stair wall. There it is. A different texture to it. Hopefully that's not a problem. I got a little darker, which is probably for the best. A lot of these assets are too bright with this texture in interior, and it like looks really bright inside and looks funny. I like this asset. It's just a box. It's just a box. Yeah. I'm gonna skip that one. I'm gonna save. Got a bad feeling about this. Alright. What is this doorway called? Bright window 4. Oh, window. Okay, let's go to... Oh, there, look at that. I already selected. Matching static meshes. Uh-oh. You notice how this is already set to... Did I already do this? I told you. I could feel it coming. That's hilarious. You know you use the editor too much when you can predict crashes. that wasn't a complete prediction. Basically, what tipped me off about an incoming crash was I moved the camera a little bit, and it got a little laggy. And when it does that, I usually know like shit's about to go down. Let's see. All right, back to right where we were at because I just saved, so that's nice. But I need to go back in here and re-add this. Actually, you know, I don't need to. Whoops. All right, so now that the editor crashed and I opened it back up, you can see there's a lot less statics now. So that's showing you that this is working. But this particular one, for some reason, it wasn't set to myLevel. Like I said earlier with that staircase, this is another one that does it. Don't ask me why. It just is. So I'm gonna select matching static meshes. Okay, there we are. And now we're gonna go to the PO2, which is called structure deco SM. Load the entire package. Go to Windows. Use. There we are. Now that's done. Save, so I don't have to do that again. This thing I just saw. Where was that building? There it is. That's it. Select matching static meshes. One thing I do is before you go to hit use here, make sure that says myLevel. If that doesn't say myLevel, you're doing something wrong. And that's one of the checks you need to do. Okay, we're down to this thing, which I don't know where the hell this thing is. I'm gonna try. DH buildings first. It's probably in there. Load entire package. It's probably in roofs. Nope. It's not in this package. Go back to this one and let's just sort by all and see if it's in here at all. Norm chimney, there it is. It's got a different texture on it. It's using the PO2 texture now. Screw it, I'm just gonna do it. Wait, what? You only got 3 of them, so that is a big texture though, and I really don't want to be using that texture or adding that texture to this level. Let's go find out if they're skinned or not. It looks like they are. At least that one is. The other 2 are as well. Sweet. Alright, so I think I can just change these then. Matching static meshes. So they're using that top texture, but that top texture is not as bad as this other one that's 1024 by 1024. Alright, so where the hell am I? I like how we're only about halfway done with this, because we still have the textures to go through. Alright, so I got these hedges, this shed, and this roof. Now, I I think the reason why I haven't converted this roof to a official package is because it's got a terrorizing problem with it. It's got 7. 7's not bad. That's doable. I thought it was like one that had like 50 texture slots. Why haven't I converted this yet? I wonder if it has. What's this called? Roof big. So I'm just going to sort by all here and go to R's and see if I can find this damn thing. Roof underscore. There are no roof underscores. So I maybe renamed it. Nope. It's just not in here. It's pretty much either going to be under buildings or that structured thing. And I'm pretty sure I checked roofs already. Check again. What the hell? Oh yeah. So I did that. That was me. I did that. I will screw some people over, but it's for the better. It will still be the levels that use that asset will still be playable. They'll just have a blue thing in the level. Yeah, I don't think I have this official, so I'm gonna have to leave this as a myLevel. And I think the same with that. You should probably replace this damn thing anyways. Actually, you know what? I know where this exists. This exists in La Chapelle. Let's go see if La Chapelle uses myLevel on it as well. If it does, then I know it's not an official package. Oh, this video is gonna be gigantic file size. It's gonna take me forever to upload this thing. All right, so near the beginning, there it is. Please be not myLevel. It's myLevel. All right, so it didn't exist. I hate that static, anyways. It looks kind of goofy to me. I don't know. It just doesn't look real, in my opinion. It looks like something out of like a toy set. Anyways, I'm just gonna leave it alone for now. Leave this roof alone for now, and let's figure out where these hedges are used, why they're used, and see if we can easily replace them. I made these hedges, and they're garbage. Wait, why are there 2 of them? Oh, I think I added a second one on accident. Alright, so you actually have a lot of them. 45 of them. Why? Oh god, they're like your main hedge. Ugh. I made them, I mean, they are functional, right? Like, I made them, so they're at least functional. The problem is they don't have a simple collision mesh. They're in fact using pretty complicated collision. Basically, its geometry is its collision mesh, which is kind of a no-no in this instance. So I don't know. I'd probably request those to be replaced. Maybe with you can use the ones that I use on Po2. They're actually an RO asset that I converted to DH because I needed to fix the collision on them. You're welcome to use those. You can use these other ones you're already using, which is probably for the best. Just make a big one. Like for instance, let's see here. I'll go ahead and leave it in the level and you can delete it later. It's under vegetation 3. I'm going to hit use all. And I'm going to go to hedges, and I'm not going to use a long one because a long one is limiting, right? Like, in this case, it will probably work. Well, what the hell? Look at this, you got mismatching hedges. I mean, I see why you used it. Like, it's different looking, right? So it kind of makes the level feel different or whatever, and not the same old. But there's a reason why I stopped using that damn thing. So there we go. It's about the same size height-wise. You can make it a little bit bigger if you need to. Let's make it 3.5. Let's see, like, bam. And then just replace that over the whole level. I'm going to leave it on the road so you'll definitely see it, and delete it if you choose not to or whatever. Alright, so I'm going to go over there and delete those hedges in that field I was working on, which is over here. I'm going to save. And then I'm going to restart the editor. Okay, open it up. Now we get the fun job of doing the textures, which hopefully a lot of the work was done for us, which it should have been. Bam. Nope, pretty much a few got taken out, but there's still a lot of work. This video is going to get too long. So this one's a little bit harder or easier or whatever. What would make this immensely easier is you had two of these things open at once. If I could have two of these things open at once, it would be easy. But because you can't have two open at once, it's a complete and utter nightmare. So I'm in the myLevel package. We have to start with this one. One thing I could do is open up two editors and do that. So I'm actually going to do that because I've never done it before. Might make it easier. And this other editor I'm just going to drag off on my other monitor, and so I'll be looking up the name and location of certain things. Oh, I might be able to cheat. Hey, what are you doing over here? Get over there. There we go. Oh no! No, why does it do this? Oh, there we go. So if I click over here, it disappears. But I can just bring it back up like that. Okay. I've never done this before, but this is actually probably going to work as long as it doesn't crash on me. All right, so we got. I definitely want to bring up DH ground. So I'm just gonna go to open. Ah, no! Ah, worthless. Whenever I click in that box, it disappears, so... Hold on. I'm gonna win this. Yeah, this one's a little darker. Oh well. Shoot me later. This is kind of dangerous. Could end up accidentally renaming something else. Oh, this is gonna get confusing. Probably not the best idea to do this. You'll have to just click into different packages and try to figure out where these damn things are. Alright, so see if we got any other ground ones so we don't have to. There we are. That's gonna have to stay because I don't think we have that anywhere. Yeah, see, I never. That's kind of pointless, anyways. We already have one of those, and you could always use a color modifier to get it to look kind of like that. Um, we actually don't have that muddy dirt texture. Kind of want that texture. I'm just gonna export it for now. I'll think about adding it to the ground package later. What's going on? Save. Damn you, editor. You're tearing me apart. Let's see. I think that's it for ground textures. Let's do this interior texture here. I'm gonna open up buildings, hex. How's that not open? Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot I'm on a blank editor in here. There we are. Interiors. Now, the one we have, I lowered the res on it because it was just unneeded. You do not need this to be a 1024 by 1024 texture. It's just, you can't tell the difference. So what I do instead of doing it like I'm doing now is I'd go into this other package, I'd find the thing, I would right click rename it, but don't actually rename it, and then just copy the package group and name to a notepad. So basically, let's do this roof now. Hit rename here. And then I'd go back into the one I'm supposed to replace. And rename it. Boom. Done. I just have this feeling I should save and restart this thing. Alright, so restart. Now, when you close, it's going to say, hey, you edited these in such packages. Do never click yes. Like, pretty much never click yes. I've learned that even if you, like, screw up, you're like, oh, shit, I forgot to save that package when you meant to. Even if you click yes now, it still won't work. So it's, like, pretty much never click yes. Always click no. If you close out of the editor and you had changes to a package that you want to keep, you're screwed. You got to do it all. You got to do that work again. Let's open this back up. All right, sorry. Uh, how long have I been at this? Almost, almost an hour now. Oh God. I said it'd take like an hour, didn't I? At least. I'm pretty sure that's what I said. Of course, explaining it all has not sped it up. Alright. We're getting closer, though. We are getting much closer. We have... I'm going to leave this water alone, because I don't think this exists in any official package. It shouldn't, because it looks nothing like water. I made this, by the way, so I like that's I'm pretty humble about like my work quality. Like, yeah, this is garbage. Don't use this. I made this way back in the day for Lutermage, I think, and yeah, it was kind of like a learning process. You know, I didn't know what I was doing then, but just don't use that water. It looks like some type of weird acid trip vortex thing. Um, let's see here. I'll just start from a spot, right? Just gotta start somewhere. All right, so this is probably in DH buildings. So I'm gonna go over the DH buildings. I'm not gonna run two editors at the same time. I had this bad feeling that it was gonna crash on me. I'm gonna hit load entire package, just in case it's not actually used. And I forget what it looked like already, so that's a problem. Which one was I editing? I don't remember. I might do the editor thing again, just risk it. Yeah, screw it, I'm gonna do it. Alright, and under walls. And one of the things, like all these wall textures look so similar, it's hard to tell them apart sometimes, which is not a good sign. But one of the things I do to is I look at the like certain like this box here, I match it up, so there it is. Now this texture is obviously different. Um, Obviously different as in like it's darker and whatever, but who cares? It should be fine. just have this unshakable feeling that that concrete texture exists somewhere. I think it's in like Misk or like Sundries or something. I'll try Sundries text. Sundries. Try the Misk package. Sun and ground. Wait, I got rid of that Misk package, didn't I? Yeah, I don't have to look through it anymore. Yay! Oh, that's nice. I think I got rid of it. I don't see it anywhere. I don't remember everything I do. Landscape text. Let's look there just in case. I doubt it's there. That would be nope. Well, I'm running out of places to look for this texture, so I don't think it exists in an official package. Gosh, I would hate for it to exist in like one of these. I'm not looking through them though. I want to stop using those packages. Eventually, maybe get rid of them. I don't know. Getting rid of packages like that equaled bad because it hurts community maps. So, I think Bridgehead still uses a bunch of them. Anyways, so let's see. Con. If this is in Con, I don't even want to use it in Con. Con has a lot of duplicated assets in here. So like this is in, that's in DH buildings. So that's one of the duplications in our official packages. Is this right here? That is in this package, and it's also in DH buildings. But I don't ever use this package, or I try to avoid it like the plague. But there are actually, from just looking through this real fast, like I'm seeing other duplications as well. There's one. There's one, I think. Yeah, these are duplications. I like how they're pretty much the same texture, just different color. There's a bug crawling on me. Ugh. Well, shit. I really wanted that to exist somewhere, but it doesn't. So I'm just going to leave it there for now, and later we can consider moving it to an official package. But we are almost done. I can't do the muddy dirt because I kind of want to move that texture. I like that texture. That one needs to go anyways. This one right here. Sorry, just looking at things. That is a duplicate. I think I did that a long time ago, and that needs to be gotten rid of. But that's what that hedge uses. Is that, and that is what that hedge uses. So if you get rid of those hedges, then they won't be there anymore. All right. So the final two things are these two right here. These need to go bye-bye. And so to do that, I'm gonna bring this up. I'm going to open DH Vegetation 1. Or just DH Vegetation. X. And Do I not have a mover on this? I don't think I do. Oh! Right, so I definitely want to have that mover. But less important, though, is I'll leave the mover in the myLevel package, but it's going to instead reference, instead of this texture here, it's going to reference this texture here, which is a little bit different. I don't know which one. This is a dark map. It should probably just use this darker one. Anyways, so I'm just gonna... So now when you go to properties on this, you'll notice it's referencing the one in the DH. So really this is no consequence then to have in the myLevel, because it's just a texture mod, right? Like it's using the base texture correctly. It's just a texture mod. So this could easily stay in the myLevel package and I wouldn't be against it. In fact, it probably should if you use it on anything else besides those hedges, assuming you get rid of the hedges. But if you get rid of the hedges and those are the only thing that uses texture, then that texture will go bye-bye as well. And I think that's it. Like I said, that's concrete texture I want to use. I want to put that in the official because it's not a bad concrete texture. And I think that's it. So I'm going to close out. One final step. As I save, close out. No. Now I reopen the level and I just look through my level packages, see what's up. If I failed at any of those things, then it will still be there, and I have to look into why it's still there. And sometimes that is a nightmare of a chore because it can be something new sometimes, like something I don't even know like why. Like I'll have to really get in crazy with it and try to figure it out. Oops. Let's see. myLevel. There it is. All right. So it's got that roof that I couldn't figure out where it went. It's got that flat thing, which is fine. It's got these ugly hedges. It's got that thing. Got that roof thing. Oh, see? Failed on one. Failed on one. Just one. So I'm just going to add this. Okay, so probably what this was is when I add it, it doesn't actually add it as a myLevel thing. It's probably using the one in structure deco. So I'm just going to cut this out. Right? I cut that. I hit use. Alright, so now I'm going to right click, matching static meshes. Because I cut that reference out, the correct reference out, I'm just going to paste that back in and bam, I don't have to look through the packages. And done. See, that's why I always open it back up and confirm that I did my shit right. myLevel. So remember that was fine. That we'll consider adding officially. That probably will go bye-bye eventually. That also, this water, for God's sake, yes. And probably that will go bye-bye. And now, yeah, we'll consider using. I think these are pointless. But I'll go over, these are going to get replaced when you go and update the loading screen and whatnot anyways. So I'm not going to bother with them. And I think we're done. So let's go see. I'm just going to go ahead and rebuild real fast. Actually, no, I'm not. It's going to take forever. I'm just going to save. And let's go see what the file size is on this thing. Right, so that dropped it from like what is it was like 80 to 64. So that's pretty much um, pretty big drop for just the myLevels. There are two other things that can be done to drop that file size. Otherwise, it's not going to get any smaller than that. One thing is pretty complicated. I still don't understand why it happens. But basically, a level can get ghost file size or something to that extent. Like basically, it's like it is increased in file size for no apparent reason. Um, it's like hiding data inside it somehow, like hiding it from, AKA you can't actually see it exist from the editor. Like it's like where is this data at? Why is it saving it? So the only way to fix that is to convert out your map and into a fresh map, which I'll have another tutorial for. And that can reduce the file size significantly. I think I went from like 74 on LaCom because LaCom had it. Pretty much the only level that had it. Yeah, I went from 74 to 42 on LaCom. No joke. So, just saying, that can be a big thing. So if your level by chance has it, it could drop out 30 KB, 30,000 KB, which is significant. So your level would actually be smaller than LaCom then, file size-wise. And the other thing, well, that might reduce it is changing out those loading screens, changing out those final textures, but then also reducing the number of statics, and just in general optimization for the lighting and so on and so forth. The terrain also can be pretty hefty on the file size. Where you have a lot of terrain layers and stuff like that. Which it looked like you had a lot of deco terrain layers, which we might be able to get rid of and instead just use one deco layer. I hate this damn thing. Um, and just use one deco layer instead of many. And have them all use the same one, and then just customize the deco layer a little bit, or just remove the deco layer in general, and just go back over the level and add them everything that was deco as static, which probably for the best. Deco has a lot of issues, and if your level's not ginormous, which your level is pretty big, so maybe it might be best to keep it deco. I don't know. We'll have to really look at it and decide and make a better informed decision. But anyways, that completes this tutorial of getting rid of crap out of the myLevel package and just in general reducing the file size of a level and making it actually use the official assets instead of myLevel assets.